Hey guys, welcome to our show second. Welcome to the second anniversary birthday special of the channel. Yes, we have come a long way in the last 2 years. I will talk a bit more about that, but before that, we have a kind of sort of a mod spotlight to tackle because the Unimog family has grown in the game, in the world of Farm Sim, and of course we will have to take a look at that. Now, this one I'm not sure yet, and I haven't uh, got around to take a look at it. Uh, it's been out since I don't know, almost 2 weeks or so. Yeah, so let's go ahead. And the thing that we have at hand is the Unimog U90 that is based on the classic BM modding Unimog that was reworked for FS19 by FBM modding. And this one is, according to the credits where I pulled it, is coming from someone by the name of Patrick Röber, aka Ruby. Yeah, so seems well made and everything. We'll see what it ends up with, what we end up with. So it looks good, but that's not a surprise because it's based on the lovely model that is made by FBM. Now, I guess it also has the what it's named, the simple IC and everything like that. So yeah, we're going to go with the orange color now. And the flatbed will be this, of course. Uh, yeah, it has all the bad options that the U1600 series has. I guess it also sports the tire options. As a matter of fact, it does. Let's go with big tires for the sake of fun. Uh, no beacon lights. I'm not a huge fan of beacon lights. Rim color is oh, this is the old metal. No, it doesn't have an old version. The orange color. That would be cool. No beacon lights. Exhaust 1 plus sticker. That's fine. Gear shift sound. That's fine. It's got all the roof installations that we know and love from the 1600. Although it's got a reworked cab top, it has the lifted top that, in my humble opinion, should be on the 1600 series as well. But it's what it is. No extras whatsoever necessary. Uh, For the time being, we will roll only with rear hydraulics, that's fine, but of course you could have front hydraulics as well. Without hydraulics, we could possibly wing it without hydraulics too, because that doesn't, does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't take the PTO away, and we don't do. But let's take some. Well, put some on it anyway. U90, and we have the the U90 turbo option. We will do with the original one. 88 horses is fine for us. So these are the options that it comes with. Pretty much the same pool as the 1600 series, except of course that the engine selection is different because it's the little brother of that one, and it has this peculiar hood design. it's intriguing if you ask me. And of course you're asking me, that's why you're watching this video, am I right? Okay, so that's fairly cheap, so let's go ahead and buy it, just because we can. I want to put it under trials anyways later on. So let's see. Do we have? Yes, we have the simple IC option. Let's open up the windows and everything like that. Yeah, so basically, if you're looking for Unimog that is in the below 100 or around 100, and I do my best driving, around 100 horses range, then this is the one for you. Of course, it's very nice compared to uh, well, lots and lots of mods, because it brings the quality. The overworked hood looks quite good as well. It does all the tricks. So where's that? I'm not sure about the door hinges though. We will compare it to the big boy, the 1600 that is out at the cow yard already. But we have to drop in here real quick, like to pick the baler up. I think it's over here somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, it's already connected to the MTZ, but that's just fine. We can sort that out, no problem. I was already setting up for baling way before this mod came. Okay, that's good. Now the clean Unimog and the dirty baler will be an interesting juxtaposition, but well, it will get dirty over time, don't worry. Yeah, it's connected nicely. No hoses on the baler, so that's not an issue around this time. So one thing that I'm interested in, and I'm not sure, but oh, that was interesting. The spot-on physics of the game. So how does it mesh up in terms of size compared to the 1600, the 1200 and the 1600 Unimogs, which are identical? It's interesting to me. Yeah, well, the engine sound is definitely suspicious that it's coming from Dice Far mod, or the Dice Far mod, also by FDM. So far, so good. Also, does it have? Yes, it does have the straps. How about? No, it doesn't. That, oh, of course, that it does. It does include another bunch of concrete weights for the for the thingy, yes. Okay, so let's park it next to the other one. Yeah, it's the same size, it's just that the cab is looking different because of the lifted cab top. Now you can say that, Andrew, there are 1200 series. Oh, that's a bit interesting. That well, so there are 1200 and 1600 series Unimogs without the lifted cap tops, which is true. But if you check out the great majority of the reference photos or videos around, most of them are with this higher cap top design. So yeah, that's why I say that in my. Also, I forgot to check the door hinges because those seem. Yeah, the door hinges are colored on this one, and it's slightly different too. I wonder. Okay, so it has a few log errors. I forgot to check this one. It's mostly yeah, mostly the 5 objects and 3 have been loaded. Uh, then there is a sound file missing. Hold on a second. Is the no. For a second I thought that the front bumpers are different, but they are not. Okay. So we're going to do some bailing over here, and while we do that, I will talk about all the things that are going on. So you may or may not have noticed that I was on a little bit of a hiatus in the last 2 weeks or so. And that's because I need some break every now and then. I haven't really stopped ever since our homeschool period started in November, and it's getting a bit. Oh, that's still a cornstalk. So it's getting a bit tiresome over time. That being said, it's also the school leaving exam period for us, so I'm pretty busy at work. And we're going back to normal education, so that's cool. The schools are opening up here in Hungary. So this is what we're looking at right now. That means that I really won't get back to the weekly 2 video until the end of the school year, most probably. However, we are going to drop stuff here or there we drop. We have something huge in the making once Rob gets around to do his part. It can be that by the time this video comes out, he's done his part, although I highly doubt it. He's procrastinating for some reason. Yeah, that's a thing anyways. What I wanted to say is a huge thank you because of the last 2 years since I have started this channel. We went from 0 subscribers to 77, which is quite a huge growth given the type of content that I do. I have no illusions about that, and I'm really thankful. Slowly but surely we're growing. and that's the most important part about it. Now I was thinking what to do for this occasion, um, and I couldn't really think of anything else that is more fitting than to do some honest work. A video. So like we're honoring the anniversary with what I usually do. That seemed fitting. Um, so that's where we're standing at right now. We'll see what the third year brings to the channel. Anyways, that being said, we have other news. Of course, the biggest news since maybe the last time I did a Storytime kind of video is that now we know for sure that FS22 is the new game that we're getting, supposedly sometime in November. And to be honest, I haven't really decided if I'm hyped or not. I have mixed feelings about it. That's how you could describe what is on my mind regarding this thing. Of course, it's good that we get a new title because without constant content output on part of Giants, the life cycle of a game is only so long. That's fine. Also, we got what many in the community was asking for, a bit longer development period, and we got that. But based on what we've seen so far, I'm not really sure if they used it on the things that that we hoped for that they will. It's pretty obvious that the new game won't have dynamic soil, which is fine by me. If you watch my videos, you know my stance on it. I can do without it just fine, thank you. I absolutely don't need dynamic soil in this game. Leave my spin tires out of my farm sim. I repeat that however much times I have to. Sorry, I'm concentrating on the baling. So that's something that's definitely not coming. Some people say it's not good, but then again we get seasons from the get-go. Now you know that I'm not a huge player with seasons and whatnot. Well, it's not seasons per se, not how the mod works, but it's confirmed that seasons will be in the game from the get-go in one form or another. It's interesting, definitely. But we should learn more in the coming months, and then we can say more. However, my biggest problem is that seasons is what it is, or adding seasons is what it is. Sprucing up the graphics is again good. It's always welcome. But my biggest problem is that we still get the same game, in a sense that we are chasing the same recipe. I mean, of course, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. I'm that kind of guy. I know that, but I think that also points us to the great chink in the shield of giants. That is the chink that all the competitors are looking for, to carve out slice, a juicy fat slice of the market of farming simulation games. And that is, if I was a game developer thinking in coming up with a game that competes with farm sim, what I would do is that I would go full out US farming. So I would go out to the USA on, well, you don't even have to do that because we have YouTubers who show what and how is used in the USA. Just think of the huge farmer YouTubers like the Millennial Farmer or Nick Walker or Cole the Corn Star and all the likes. You can learn a lot from them. And then there are the machinery buffs like Big Tractor Power and Farmhand Mike. They show you what kind of setups the American farmers are running for different kinds of jobs. And those two YouTubers truly show a huge diversity of equipment. So that's definitely a source of inspiration for a game like that. But even better to actually do a field trip in the US and learn how that is and how farms are laid out and build a game around that instead of Germany and Europe that we usually get with Farm Sim. Now mind you, they are going to deliver another US map as they promised, alongside of the Alpine DLC map, and I think one more will stay. Maybe it's Felsbrunn, but don't quote me on that. So yeah, that's how you could create and actually do interesting things like include several bale types that are typical and widely used in the USA, and include all the machinery that goes with that. And build up a nice wide range of machinery. And I tell you that a game like that would sell like hotcakes on the US market, and the US market is huge. And I think the chief reason that no competitor can break the US market is because they don't do US farming right in the base game. Now, mind you, Giants doesn't do US farming right in the base game either, but they have a huge modding community behind them that is helping them with this not even so little problem. So that's why they can hold the section of US market that they do. Yeah, so that's my take on how you should bring meaningful competition, because that's one thing that we still miss. We already got down to the part where the development cycle is longer, and that will mean huge leaps, not just self-repetition over and over again, hopefully over time, once it's done, but to actually swing Giants out of its comfort zone, that requires strong and meaningful competition, and neither cattle and crops nor pure farming could deliver that. And I don't even want to address games like Farm Expert and whatnot. yeah, so there's that. Another good news on the same note related to the release of FS22, one thing that I certainly find good is that Giants actually releasing the game as a self-release. So Giants is no longer just a development studio, but they are also a publishing label. That's good. Uh, that's good for several reasons. Because that means that they can stretch out development cycles as long as they want, because there is no publisher breathing down their neck for the profits. They can uh, they can actually build up the development cycle and the life cycle of a game however they like. I hope they will use it rightly, and they will take the necessary steps forward to actually bring renewal to the series. We'll see in 5 years, give or take, where it led actually. Now, one thing I'm pretty certain about is that Farm Sim won't be Epic Store exclusive. I think we can count on that, because if it means any change, then that is that it's not even coming out on Steam, but it's going to be a Giant Store exclusive. That's what can happen, given the fact that Giants usually distributes these games digitally on their own, uh, and it's a tried and tested method on their behalf, so they know what they do. Uh, and for the love of me, I'm tempted to actually get the new Farm Sim, not from Steam, not from Epic, not from any other place than from Giant straight on. We'll see. Now, one thing is for sure, you guys won't see me play the new game before Christmas. So most probably we will stick with FS19 up until the winter break, because I give Giants some time to iron out everything and whatnot. Um, and also I give the modders time to come up with interesting stuff. So that's most probably the case. At this point I'm adamant about not pre-ordering the game, even though I know I'm a YouTuber and I should do content starting day one, but I probably won't. You guys could have guessed by now that I'm not really working how other YouTubers do. Well, I don't even consider myself a YouTuber. It's definitely not a living for me, and I don't even see if it ever will be one. What else? Yeah, and I don't have millions of subscribers, so I'm not a YouTuber. But I'm not your average content creator who always goes with the flow. I walk my own way, and of course it has its results. I'm fully aware of that, but I'm also stubborn, so it is what it is. Yeah. So that's it about FS22, and now I have another thing to cover, and that's really good news in terms of creating content to the channel, in terms of creating fresh new content for the channel, to be more exact, because the news is that finally SnowRunner is coming to Steam. So starting the 18th of May, I can put my hands on that puppy, and I can see for myself in depth what it is like, and of course you guys can come along with me Yeah, that's a thing, and that was huge news. I kind of half expected it's going to happen, but still, it's good because I was reluctant on uh, do anything with Epic from the get-go. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure if I ever, but yeah, I think I told my story with Fortnite several times on the channel, but I just don't remember. So the story is that when Fortnite launched in an early release several moons ago, I was hyped. I found it a cool little game with this tower defense shtick and all that, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try that myself. When it's no longer early access. And then this whole battle royale craze came, and everyone and their grandmothers started to play Fortnite, and that was the point when I lost interest in the game. That being said, I shouldn't, or that this shouldn't have any effect on my relationship with Epic. However, it's still connected in the sense that the huge success of Fortnite, the huge overnight success of Fortnite, to entertain ourselves with tongue twisters and whatnot, meant that they could go on with a bit more aggressive uh, publishing policy, and they could snatch Epic Store exclusives for themselves and whatnot. And I really don't like this kind of aggressive uh, marketing strategy because that is to cover up the fact that you may sell products that are not uh, that essential or that good or that irreplaceable. When you try to monopolize something, that means that you have a chink in your armor. Yes. So that being said, I was reluctant to get uh, into dealing with Epic Store and the Epic gaming platform and whatnot. And then I bit the bullet when Borderlands 3 came out, and I wasn't convinced one bit. So when SnowRunner came out as an Epic Store exclusive, I was devastated. But I lived, I survived. I created content on the previous titles in the series. Also, I tried SnowRunner, the first version, the day one version, as a uh, as a sponsorship by the High Seas Entertainment, but then I didn't continue because I realized that the updates are coming and all that, and keeping up with that is a bitch if you don't own a legal copy. That, and the other thing is that owning games illegally is not cool. I don't usually do that anymore. I'm not a kid. I can afford my games. That's not a problem. Um, but my resentment towards Epic put me on that road. I was at a dark place, you could say. I was young and I needed the money. I could blow all the cliches, but I think you get the gist of it. Uh, so yeah, but I was pretty sure that eventually it will arrive to Steam, and lo and behold, it does. So yeah, there we go. You guys will get some SnowRunner content. Yeah. So these were all the things that I wanted to talk about. So let's summarize what's up with this with this Unimog. So it looks good, although there are a few little things that needs to be fixed. Like I think it that part over there, the under chassis doesn't have texture. The door hinges don't have texture, although they should have. And there are a few warnings and log errors, nothing irreplaceable and unfixable. But other than that, it's nice because the foundation that it was based on is nice. So overall it's not a bad one. Still, I'm not putting a link and I don't endorse it because I don't have an official download link for it. But if you look around on the internet, I'm pretty sure that you guys will find it. Oh, is it full? And that's why I think that's why we're beeping. Okay. Yes, let's empty it. Ah, much better. Yeah, so overall it's not half bad. Uh, needs some fixing up here or there, but it's a nice one for sure. Yeah. That being said, thank you guys for checking this video out. See you next time with whatever content that we're going, either me or Rob or both of us. Yeah, and TTFN. Yeah.